on?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Content Chopshop, the show where we review videos that sell. We've got our amazing hosts here again, as usual. We have Ron Cool with Hindsight Hacking Media. We have Corey Carter with Hindsight Hacking Media as well. And the Biz Bros, Lewis and Fonzie. Fonzie, your beard is looking just so full and conditioned. It actually looks very smooth and shiny. Your coat's coming in nicely.
People are welcome to, caress it anytime.
I'm glad you guys cannot smell it. Just saying.
It's like that.
Jim Moore beard at the top.
Shots fired.
More beard.
Wow, he's trying to keep up the thing.
Pick a bro, guys. Pick a bro.
You know why he pushes Pick a Bro so much? Because he knows he's losing. That's why.
Contact. Point of contact.
It's simple, guys.
All right. Well, then let's just have the audience decide that one. There we go.
Yeah,
I like the idea.
You need to put Pick a Bro in front of it. Pick a Bro.
I can't type B.
Pick a Pro. Pick a Pro.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Well, let's get into the first video here.
Make it happen.
All right. Let's bring up the screen.
So, and go.
Let's talk about one-word equity. It's so tumultuous in the marketplace out there that what you want to do is you want to own one word. When people think of you, they think of that word. When people think of that word, they think of you. What company comes to mind when I say search? Most people around the world are going to say Google. That one word equity. So this works as something that is outward facing, but it's also a great thing to do if you're working on a team. If you're an entrepreneur starting a company, what's our one word pitch as a company? Convenience. What's our one word pitch as a company? Care. I like this idea of one word equity as an actual pitch, but I really like it as an exercise to hone your message. Because if you can distill what you're about, what you stand for in a single word, you're doing something right. And it really helps focus the mind and make all of your messages coherent.
All right.
Daniel Pink.
What do we think, gentlemen?
I love it. I love it. It kind of goes with, it started making me think. Like I was involved in the ad, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, what's my one word? But it really goes back to what we were talking about, branding, right? So Starbucks is coffee, right? Yep. Kleenex is tissue. Like if you can take over the category with your brand name in one word, like you win the game, right?
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, it's amazing, and when I saw that ad, I was literally doing the same exercise with like Biz Bros and then with myself. It's like, what is my one word equity, personally? And honestly, if you look into it, obviously, I think it's a part of the masterclass course that they took out and they did like a little top on that. So it's just like a content piece that is extremely valuable and educates. And they just had that in there. They, added a little bit of production value to it and had a little, call to action at the end, masterclass. But it's just a very valuable piece of information. It's very simple concept. Sorry. Oh, choking here. I got emotional. Very simple concept. And they know it just is resonate with people, and probably they know who they're targeting too, right?
I think it's powerful because it makes you think about your scenario, right? Like what, piggybacking of what Ron said, you start thinking about what is my word, right? And then if you don't have one, which probably is directed to the people that don't have one, then you want to find out which is your word. So then you're going to invest in that thing. So immediately my mind was to like, hey, let's ask the room, what do you think our word is? And then we'll say what your word is and so on, right? Like depends on what it is. But it creates that conversation in your head. So then it entices to take action.
So I have a question then for all you guys, because would you actually stop and watch this? right? Like for me, I probably would have not paid attention. Like the messaging was good, the speaker was good, it was a quality video. But if this is an ad for anything, would I stop? And like, there's nothing that really got my attention, other than us doing this. Other than us doing this, there would have been no other time that I probably would have stopped and watched it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious
So you
to see
think
like
it
if
needs that
that's for.
grabber?
But
So you were
Right.
saying you think it needs that initial hook, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously it caught my attention and I watched it all. I think it was mainly too because I agree it doesn't have a very strong hook, but I think Masterclass, the brand itself, has a lot of equity in the online education space. So when people see that, they're like, "Oh, who is the new teacher?" Right? That is my question. When I see like someone in the brand Masterclass brand that I don't know that they are in the teaching, I'm like, "Oh, who's this new person that is coming onto the stage to share their secrets?"
Well-
And that caught my attention. It did caught my attention that this one had graphics, right? Like the letters popping up, the overlay, one word equity and stuff like that. So if I wouldn't have sound, I probably would have been like, "Oh, that's interesting. What is one word equity?" And then like probably start seeing it, listen to it.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say.
I wonder.
Go ahead. Ron, sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I wonder if like I was drawn to it because I'm like super passionate around branding. Like branding's like my thing. So it like was speaking to me. Like I didn't notice any of the stuff Corey said until Corey pointed it out. And I didn't notice anything else except it was something I was like interested in. So maybe it was targeted for people for branding, right? Or something in that fashion. Because for me, is it boring? Yeah. But the topic was enough where, again, two things. One, Masterclass, I know the brand. I enjoyed what he was talking about because I made me think, and I'm going to start down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. So, I mean, the people that Masterclass brings is normally people that are big on like they have a name of themselves, and then that causes the curiosity itself, right? Like, was it Tony Hawk was there doing a skating class, right? A masterclass, crazy, like the crazy chefs too. So these are people that people know in general, and then the person itself can be the hook. In this specific case, I didn't know who the guys. I personally don't know who the guy is, so it didn't work as a hook for me. But the brand does that for me. So because it's masterclass, I'm like, who's that guy? So, like Fonzie said, is the strategy that they're bringing new people, right? And the brand is over those guys, or are those guys coming in, right? Big public figures, and then people attach to the videos because of that. So, I'm very curious to see what it is because I'm not familiar with the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not familiar either. I'm sure he's pretty big to be able to be on that stage. This few last minutes, I've been trying to remember like what was the first phrase that they said on the video, and I don't remember what it was as a hook. But
It was the one word thing with the motion of the.
Yeah, it was that. Can we check it to see what was the first like 5 seconds?
Yeah, let's go back.
Let's talk about one word equity. It's so tumultuous in the marketplace out there.
Like audio wise, I don't think it's bad at all. Let's talk about one word equity. I'll be like, okay, what is that? Like right. I like the word equity, especially in the entrepreneurial world, you know what it means. And then it's like one word equity. Like it just causes, for me, the term is it does cause curiosity, but like Corey says, right? Like at first I didn't actually pay attention to that. So but I mean, I did talk about the letters dropping. I just didn't remember that letters were actually one word equity.
Thumbs up for me.
Yeah, it's a thumbs up for me.
Yeah, I definitely give it a thumbs up. I think it intrigued me enough to watch the rest of the video. And then at the end of the video, I still wanted to know more. So I think it fulfilled its purpose. I do agree with Corey. It could have had a stronger intro to sell the rest of the video for people that maybe are not automatically as interested in it as we are, because we are so into branding as a group here. So that spoke to us in a big way because we're like, brand, one word equity. Like, what is that? What is that all about? And then like I was in. So maybe for a colder audience, they would have to have something more of a traditional killer hook, you know?
Well, and you know, for me, real quick, I being a smaller entrepreneur, smaller brand, if I'm not Starbucks, like one word equity is not going to like mean much to me. You know, for anybody that's starting out, for anybody, like it's good to think about it, but it's like, you know, I want to get our company, 6-7 figures before I ever think about having a brand of one word equity, right? Like you want to get out there and be known for your thing, but yeah, like the more, I guess, not being a branding person necessarily, coming from that outside perspective, it's kind of one word equity didn't mean much to me because I'm like, gosh, I want to be. If I want to be a coffee shop and I want to compete with a Starbucks, I am not Starbucks, right? Like, I guess that's kind of where I was going. So that's why it didn't grab me so much. So, but overall, I mean, it was a good quality video. And so it just wouldn't have, if I was just watching on my own, I wouldn't have stayed and watched the whole thing.
Yeah. I like your thought, Corey, though, because, I did enjoy the part that he said, doing it inwards towards your team, because I think putting that one word equity on yourself, right? I think it can give you a map on where to go and how to act towards getting there. But I totally see what you're saying, right? Like, instead of focusing on just building this one word, like, let me build the business first, right? Like, I'm sure you can build a business to 6-7 figures without having one word equity.
Yep.
Awesome.
I think it's a win.
Monkey time.
Monkey time.
Monkey time.
Monkey time. All right, let's get into the next one, gentlemen. We got one from Instagram this time.
Do it.
Your deodorant, go smell it again. You're lying to yourself if you think it smells good, because it smells like crap. Using the same stink stick since high school.
He smells like
Attention. Your old synthetic deodorant is full of harsh chemicals.
Don't sweat it, Mike. I've got something that'll turn those bad pits into Brad Pitts.
Dr. Squatch Natural Deodorant for Men. Antiperspirants use aluminum to try to trap sweat. But you can't stop nature. The sweat that sneaks out mixes with the aluminum. It makes it look like your shirt peed its pants. But what it does to your body is much worse. Stop covering yourself with aluminum. You're not leftovers. You're a man. Dr. Squatch Natural Deodorant absorbs your sweat and neutralizes BO with our odor squatching system of pit-friendly ingredients like charcoal, arrowroot powder, and probiotics to turn your armpits into charm pits. Most natural deodorants fail the test for active, hardworking men. For extra credit, some can cause rashes and smell worse than BO. Click the link to get the best natural deodorant delivered to your door and join hundreds of thousands of squatchers helping to create a better smelling world, one pair of pits at a time. 12? Get Dr. Squatch. And if you are 12, get Dr. Squatch. Because guess what? Now you're a man. And you've smelled your deodorant. You're lying to yourself if you think it smells good. Because it smells like crap.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Your expectation says it all.
Oh my goodness.
I loved everything about. I was engaged the whole time. I loved everything about that. He got me at the Brad Pitts. I was like, oh my god, that was brilliant.
That was so good. So I mean, from my perspective, this is like a Harmon Brothers commercial, right? Like this screams their brand. It screams like on the writer's staff, they have comedians on staff. Like they are gearing the entire sales message to be entertaining, engaging, fun, and shareable right from the very onset. And it's one of the things I love about Harmon Brothers is that they do engage comedians so much. And I've really stuck to this hard because I have comedian friends. Comedians have one of the hardest jobs in the world, period. And comedians should be involved with sales, period. What do? They go out every single night and they test their material. They get shot down, something works. They carry over to something that works and they keep on trying. And eventually they have a 5-minute spot or something they can do to go on someone else's show and do that as a whole. But to that audience, they're just amazing. But the build up to that has been show after show after show of testing and failing and testing and failing and getting feedback. They are incredible sales assets. And I think that this has utilized that in a very powerful way, because I will remember this for not just tonight, but for days.
Yeah. I feel like I could smell the deodorant without smelling it just because of the description that was happening, right? So they're painting a picture multiple times in your mind, and that creates a great mind trick, right? So like, oh man, like this is exactly what it is, right? It's different to what I've been smelling all my life since I'm 12. So apparently I'm not a man, and I need to be a man, right? So it's just I feel like obviously humor and all that, it tells a story right from the very beginning of like the before and the after in a very creative way, and it puts in situations where you might or might not have been, in your life. So
yeah, for me, first it's like Jim says, it's freaking hilarious, that ad. And I didn't know they staff comedians. I think that is actually genius. They covered it now.
R&B, is that mic okay?
I'm just tiny man. So for people watching, my team is playing a soccer game, and I'm like, ah! But that being said, I'm a little nervous for my team, guys. Please. But yeah, so just so you guys know, I'm like extremely jealous with like my deodorant. I'm like, I can only use this one deodorant. And when I was living back in Venezuela, I literally I literally used the same one. And when I moved to the US, they didn't have that one here, and I panicked. I really panicked. I was like, oh no, man, I'm gonna have sweaty armpits. No, that's like my biggest fear. And I've been using the same freaking deodorant for like 9 years now. And this ad literally made me rethink. It's like, I really want to try this deodorant, and I really want it to work so bad, so I can, go on and use Dr. Squash stuff. So yeah. And I do wash my pits. Hey, what's up with that, guys? Come on.
This talks about the power of different, right? Like different in the position.
Oh, so that
I we should just be in this room together.
Oh, I know. I can only imagine that, Luis. But that ad, I think, is probably one of my favorite of all time, because just like Fonzie was saying, it made you rethink. I mean, I used one deodorant from when I needed it until it like they stopped making it. And then now I switched to something else like 5 years ago. So I used it, I think, for 30 years. But it was so good because it had got you at the beginning. It made you laugh. And it made you think of like you need to actually, go buy the product, go do it. Like, so that's one of the very few that beyond making me laugh and have a good time, it made me want to go to, squatch.com or whatever the actual web page was.
Yeah.
Squatchers.
Yeah. I want to become a squasher or squatcher. I don't
Fonzie
know.
and I we're going to become squatchers.
Let's go.
What was the show last time? The hashtag was hashtag squirt. So this time it's hashtag squatch.
Yeah.
The other one was show your squirt.
Show your squirt. Hashtag.
The squirt didn't make me want to go buy the squirt. It just made me freaking laugh and laugh even well after we did the show. But that one made me laugh, and like I'm gonna go do some research after to make sure we got the right stuff happening in the pits. We can be Brad Pitts.
Right, Corey. That is right. And the first ad that I saw from that brand was actually soap. And the ad was very similar. It was educational and funny, and then they came out with this deodorant one, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to change the whole lineup of my personal care things that I used on me. I'm gonna buy new soap, new deodorant. If they have toothpaste, bring it on. I'll take the toothpaste too.
So is that a good or a bad or a chop?
Oh, that is like a double good.
Yeah, double good.
I was like
Triple good.
four,
Triple good.
4 times good. Yeah.
All right.
Team, we got a question. Are we like super choppy, or can you guys see us? Because in our screen
You're
it's like
freezing.
almost
Hey, you
frozen.
guys are a little choppy. You guys are kind of doing the robot.
We're doing the robo dance.
That's on purpose.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. So we'll get out and come back in just a second.
Yeah, if you give us like 2 seconds, because like the computers, it might be about to explode.
All right, do it.
And Facebook user, we're on StreamYard. Let us know we can who you are. Boys in their games. Yes, Ron has a lot of fun games. Oh no, it's Fonzie and his soccer game that he's watching. But,
Hey, Jim, it just shows your computer as spinning. See?
Correct.
Okay, correct.
It does have a video to play though.
The boys are back in town.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
yes.
All right, let's hit him with some Passages Malibu.
Luxury rehab.
Passages Malibu, we treat and heal the underlying causes of addiction so you can live a healthy, addiction-free life. This
Nope.
is not a 12-step program. This works. I should know. I was an addict for 10 years. Now I'm not. Call 888-520-CURE and end your addiction now.
Oh man.
I mean, we could bring somebody that has an addiction up here and see if that works for them.
Hey, you have a Red Bull addiction. Maybe that's why I brought that out over here.
Right.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go. It looked like, if I needed to get away from the kids for a few days, it would be a nice place to go and relax. But
That's
but no,
right there. Makes
it was
me want to be
boring.
an addict.
And it was boring, and it made it look like, things were perfect for all these people. Like it's ridiculous.
I actually thought it was a parody, and then it was over, and I was like, "Oh shit, that was real!" Like,
I love the one-liner testimonial. I would know. I was an addict. No, I'm not.
I know.
Cool. Like very relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a better testimonial than that? I was, no, I'm not. And their continental breakfast is fantastic.
Yeah, it just looked honestly like a spa. It looked way more like a spa than a recovery center, whatever. I don't think it attached emotionally to nothing. I mean, can you imagine the emotional burden that addicts must carry? Like, dude, like I'm sure you can have such a powerful message that either talks to the addict or probably this is a super wild guess, but those ads are probably should be directed to the people closest to the addict, so then they can take him there. I'm guessing. I don't know if the addict is gonna just, oh yeah, dude, this place looks freaking awesome, and then just call them there.
Vacation.
And that's obviously, I'm like guessing that, but for me it loses immediately. I mean, I don't think it was a good ad at all, but it loses the fact that they didn't even have any emotional factors in there.
I think this is a TV ad. Is it? And where did you find it?
So I found it from Reddit. People I went on a Reddit about ads and stuff, and they were talking about that one.
So I think it's because the limited time, because I think I've seen it on TV. They cannot explore more things, right? And it's like, but it's like really half like, I don't know.
Last week we saw 5-second videos that explore an emotion, right? The Under Armour one, where the guy is like batting, you're like, I'm a badass immediately after the 5 seconds. In here, I'm confused after I watched the whole thing. I'm like, is it a spa? Is it a recovery center? Like, am I addicted? I am not addicted anymore. So it's, I don't know.
I know who that's for. I know who this ad's for. it is for the celebrity that's not necessarily really having the real problems, but they need to go check themselves in because they need a break. Like, because again, it doesn't connect with you emotionally. It doesn't show anything real. It's a super serious subject, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't connect with any of us. I think all of us have known somebody that's had some kind of issue, right? And it didn't connect with anybody.
True. I'm gonna say
I'm
no.
addicted to content, guys.
He's addicted to club.
I love it.
Ron is addicted to Clubhouse.
Ron is addicted.
Now he's gonna go to Clubhouse at the passage of Malibu.
They did show a clubhouse on there. Just to say.
Hey,
You're gonna find Ron on Clubhouse in a corner. It's like, Ron, no, go to your acupuncture section. It's like, oh, no, please, don't put any needles on me.
All right, hopefully there's a better one after that, there, fellas.
We got another short pre-roll.
Hold on. Again, the bees. The bees.
show us.
A tasty cup of green tea. Delicious.
And we'll play it one more time.
I think America deserves
No.
Franco.
That's not it. That's not
Where
it.
are you?
Uh-oh.
Where are you?
Okay.
Like,
The monkey escaped.
it disappeared. Oh, maybe it was the ad for
that video.
That'd be funny.
It was number 7.
Where are you at, Monkey? Monkey.
A tasty cup of green tea. Delicious.
Interesting.
All right. What do we think?
The monkey, I think, is the attention grabber. Obviously, using as a prop. We hear environment, prop. What else? The music, right? Those are elements that catch attention. Not a tea person. I would probably remember because of the monkey, because it's different.
Delicious.
With me, it didn't hit. It didn't give me any reason to buy that tea. It just gave me a reason to. Oh, monkey. That's really all I got out of that. It was monkey.
Yep.
Sock monkey.
Yeah, I mean, if we can have a monkey on the show in any way, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's.
Guaranteed share.
With the monkey puppet from the
I
tea.
do want to hit some sock monkey. I do.
I think it's definitely like a branding awareness kind of deal. I feel like
Yeah.
different.
I mean, I feel that's like most the move of these 5 seconds ads that we've seen. But again, I'm trying to see like how can this connect to, and I keep thinking back to Under Armour, right? Like that feeling of badassness that it gives you, and this one it doesn't really give you anything.
Like there's like sleepy time tea that's supposed to knock you out at the end of the night. It'd be awesome if it was like sleepy time tea, and they just conked out. Like that would do more for me than this. Or like Earl Grey tea, and you see just like people coming at you like crazy, and it's supposed to it's for stress, right? Earl Grey is supposed to mean like chill you out or something like that.
Yeah.
So then it's just like you just don't care, you're just drinking your tea, and all this chaos is happening. Like that to me would hit better than Sock Monkey being adorable.
Yeah, I think for this, I think we talked about this last time. For this 5 second ad, kind of like have very kind of like polarizing sides of both different sides of the spectrum, inside of the same video. So the environment on what you Jim were describing right now was like chaotic, but the main character was like peaceful, right? So it's like yin and yang element within the 5 second ad.
Yeah, like how can you portray the feeling in the environment? Like how can you portray that with that same image? So the audience that feels like that, like, oh man, that's the result I get from drinking that tea, for example, right? Or that's the feeling I get from engaging with that brand. It can be done in 5 seconds for sure. We just talked about it. So yes, on that sense, yeah, I think it's for somebody that already drinks tea and knows those results. So they're just trying to switch the positioning.
Yeah, it's. I don't think that tea had any like special benefit to it, right? Like they didn't highlight any of the benefits because we explored the question: do a 5-second ad needs to be funny to work? And I think we proved ourselves wrong last week. Like, oh no, not necessarily, but it doesn't again illustrates any, not even a single benefit or something that you can gain out of it.
Yeah, that one with the hitting the baseball, and then they showed the bottom of the cleat.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was was it Nike?
No.
I think it was Nike.
Under Armour.
Well, Under Armour. Okay. So that really, it just resonated with all of us just because even if you're not a baseball player, it's like, oh, wow. If you are in that, that's what you want. So like it hit more of an emotion. This one, like I said, is cute monkey.
But so for me, I don't drink tea too much. And so if a random situation happened and my wife's like, hey, go get me some green tea, you guarantee you know what tea I'm going to grab. It's going to be PG, whatever tea it is, right? Like, and because of the sock monkey, because I don't know anything else about green tea. And so, you know what I mean? Like I would remember the sock monkey enough to be like, if I, for some weird reason,
But do you know the brand or do you remember the sock monkey?
I remember the sock monkey and then PG on a box. PG.
I don't even remember the PG. Was it PG?
Yeah,
or was it
I would just be like, hey, where's that sock monkey tea? And that person at local grocery store would be like, what the hell are you talking about, dude?
I would get the little bear. I would get the sleepy time tea, but in green tea. That's what I would
So
do.
here's tell you what's happening, right? The activation. Whoa,
It's
what
Jordan!
happened?
Whoa!
What happened? Wow.
Like, oh, what was
Hey,
that?
slave, I think we told you not to walk behind us. I'm just kidding.
Whoa, that was too dark. That was too dark, guys. Bye.
That was awesome.
He's just our cousin. That's is an actor, clearly, because of his
Just a cousin. Damn.
Just a cousin.
Sorry, just a cousin. You didn't get a name.
No love. But here's the thing, like, what's the activation on the retail side of things, right? We gotta see, like, if we go to the store, do we actually see the monkey right next to he's not Luis. It could be, who knows? We'll see. But if you go to the store, right, do you actually see the suck monkey next to the teas because you recognize the monkey? So we gotta see that second part of the activation of that campaign. So my guess is that probably, right? I don't know what the market is, but I think if they're using that, is because the monkey is also at the retail store.
Yep.
It's a no.
Yeah, it's a no.
No.
But now I do want a sock monkey.
I'm starting this room, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, Basil, we're actually going into Clubhouse. We're still streaming.
Now my brother's Clubhouse personality just started, guys. He has a different. He has different personalities.
Not table face, clubhouse face.
Clubhouse face.
Clubhouse face.
Hello. Can you hear us, Dara? We got you in here. Awesome. Here you go, guys.
We're gonna see how this works. We might have to adjust as we go.
Yeah.
Anyone in Clubhouse hear me?
And Jim Beard wants to say he loves iPhones.
Yes.
No, that's
All
not.
right. So for those coming into the room, Steven, what's up? We normally do a live show on Facebook on Content Chopshop where we see amazing or funny or sticky ads and then we do our best review and opinion around it and see if we can get some lessons. So I think I'm getting some feedback.
There's an infinite loop going on. Ron, do you use a board, a soundboard? Do you have one on your phone to that?
No, it's not on me. It's I got my phone on mute.
But just so you guys know, every time you guys talk, it's gonna come out from your profile too, because you're connected to this. You need to unhook your phone.
All right, we will all hook up our phone.
So sorry, Steven. We have you there as the guinea pig. It looks like.
Yeah, Steven is live in the group. Oh, I'm on mute. I'm on mute and on the Facebook here, but
Beautiful. This is not working.
Things happening
This
here.
is not working.
Some weirdness
Guinea
going
pig
on.
Steven, if you want to come up and if you have any tips and want to connect, Jim is like, what's going on in here?
I think we need to get work on the technical aspect, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm gonna have an iPhone by next week. I'll figure it out.
It's okay, Jim. We can
can't hear you, Ron.
Yeah, you're muted, Ron.
I was just letting everyone know I'm putting the Facebook group or the Clubhouse room on hold until we finish the live show, and then we will go back to Clubhouse to talk about all things content.
Does Clubhouse know that? All right, cool.
Steven,
I was going to
Steven
say, you
knows.
guys can just narrate everything I say with "he handsomely said."
Oh,
I would appreciate that.
Beard was talking.
the beard.
No beard was talking. Just Jim handsomely said, and then whatever I said.
Yeah. So if my brother would have plugged his phone here, we all four of us, well, five of us, we could hear you, Jim, on Clubhouse, but your sound would come out of my brother's profile, and Corey and Ron's sound would come
That's
out of
fine.
my brother's.
Yeah, that's
too.
fine for me.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
So I can get on Clubhouse officially. It's good.
So,
Everybody would need to like mute their Clubhouse, I think.
And throw their phones out the window.
Not that matter whether just lower your volume, put it on mute, so all the audio is gonna come out from my brother.
Perfect.
And then at the
Mine is
end,
on mute. We are good to go. We are good to
Game
go.
on.
Corey, we miss you. I'll tag you, Corey. Oh, he went in.
Awesome.
That
I
was-
think
That was just for me.
What if we get some
Most of them
active
are
feedback?
just for you, Ron, but they do.
Most of them are. Yes.
let's get some active feedback. So, Steven, if you are listening to us, I am sorry, you're actually going to come on stage and you're going to let us know if this actually is working. So, thank you so much for being here with us. Let me
Thank
see
you,
if I
Steve.
Yeah, so let's see if we can bring you up, invite to speak. Awesome. Actually, we got Todd too. Look at that. So Todd is
Whoever takes the offer first keeps it.
yes.
Steven.
There we go.
Steven is on stage.
So what's up, guys? Steven and Todd. Just so you guys know, this is a show that we normally do on Thursdays. We're trying this new thing on Clubhouse and working through the technical thing. So can you hear like 4 voices come out of my profile?
Hello.
I hear you so far. Who else?
All right.
Hello,
Can you
Steve.
hear me?
Yep, I hear two now.
How about me?
Can you hear Jim? This is
Yep.
Jim. All right.
Yep. Yeah, it sounds like it's working.
All right.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
Steve,
Let's
You're amazing in every way a man can be.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Well, thank you, Steven. Thank you, Todd. So basically what we've been doing every Thursday is on Content Chopshop. We review ads around the interwebs and give our opinion, chat, make fun of each other, and then basically
And then tag them whether they are good, bad, horrible, or amazing.
Or amazing. Yeah. So it's fun. And we're trying to bring the experience on Clubhouse. Obviously, we cannot see the ads, but this is more of an open discussion with the people coming in. So happy to take either questions about, content, ads, social marketing, or you can tune in on the Facebook and watch the whole thing with us and then talk here. So who knows where this is going to go? What do you guys think?
Okay, so first off, Luis, you and I both use the term the Facebook. So we both have a problem now. I said it earlier, you just said it. Like
I took
I
it
don't
from
know what's
Kurt,
going on.
I think.
Corey, does Ron has a Clubhouse personality too? Like as soon as he jumps on Clubhouse, does he change his personality?
I imagine it's like Clint Eastwood. He goes,
I'm pretty much amazing all the time.
hello, everyone. Hindsight hacking media.
I would say Ron is on Clubhouse way more than me, so I do not watch and listen to him as much to know that.
He doesn't listen or watch to anything I do anyway. Like I have to say, hey, we're on this show together. Like, pay attention to me. He's rude sometimes. Very mean.
Hey, let's play Pick a Bro. Pick a Bro.
Pick a bro.
Pick a bro.
I know.
Do we have any ads left to review?
We do. We have actually
Are you guys live on Facebook right now?
We are live on
We are
Facebook right
indeed.
now. And so if you guys want, go ahead in any of our profiles. you guys can actually see the ads with us, and then we can continue the conversation here. If you guys have questions, we would love to create that experience. We'll see. Again, this is the first time that we do this. We're testing the format and see what's up, and see how we can push the limits of Clubhouse and Facebook together, and see if we can create a different experience out there. What do you guys think?
Push the limits.
So Luis, I like the idea. Luis, I'm looking at your profile. It says you shared it. It says content Chopshop time, but then it gives me a little block that says, I'm looking on my desktop. It says this content isn't available right now. When this happens, it's usually because the owner only shared it with a small group of people. Change who can see, or it's been deleted. So I don't think I can get to it.
Awesome.
And I was looking at
Are you able to look
page and it wasn't there.
Thank you. Wow, you probably just saved or
That's a pretty big deal.
issues for the last year, literally, Luis Daniel.
So I think what happened is I'm sharing from Ron's group, if I'm not mistaken. Is it, or from Ron's personal Facebook?
If you share it from my personal Facebook, you should be good to go.
Yeah, I shared it from Ron's personal Facebook.
So awesome, dude.
So Todd, are you able to see it on either one of the Lewis's stuff on Fonzie's?
Let's see here. I'm looking at Ron's profile, and the last post was 3 hours ago. OMG, we got our own club on Clubhouse.
Refresh it because it should be on there.
Yeah.
Hashtag facts.
Yeah.
So for those that were watching, sorry, we have sidetracked here. So we apologize. We took away some of the fun to go play on Clubhouse at the same time, and we've got a couple of technical difficulties. So bear with us. If you're watching, we love you.
I want to share a quick story. I mean, the first time we actually did content Chopshop, Jim's computer completely blew up. Like it just like smokes and flames.
It still hurts.
It still hurts. So it's okay. It's part of the journey. It's part of publishing. It's part of trying things out.
Exactly.
And it is. So thank you, Todd. Dude, thank you for hanging out. Mike, I see you down there. If you want to come, become part of the conversation and kind of figure. All right, Mike, how's it going?
Good. How you guys doing?
Do you know what we're doing right now?
I do not. I just saw it. I saw the Biz Bros were on there, so I was like, I gotta jump in.
Man, thank you, thank you. And you know, Ron and Corey and Jim. Obviously, I don't know where Corey went, but so just I'm gonna explain.
He doesn't like
the sharing. It's we every Thursday we run a show, combined show, kind of like ridiculousness on ads and on just on ads and reviewing and just making fun of each other, not the ads, just constructive criticism, and see if how can we apply it on every day to day. So the stream should be live on Facebook, and now we're trying to see how can we integrate Clubhouse, either people watching with us and commenting and voting and stuff like that, and then at the end. Any kind of conversations around the show, ads, social marketing, and that kind of fun stuff. So that's what's happening. We're just trying to figure out, because Todd was super kind and told us that the stream is nowhere to be found. So there we go.
Okay, can you see it now, Todd?
I'm looking. Both Biz Bros profiles have the same thing, that the content is not available, and Ron's page does not have it published on here. So I think Ron, maybe you're only sharing it with your friends, or did Ron share it? Are you live in Ron's group, which then means like if it's shared outside the group, it wouldn't show up for other people.
Did you start in your group?
On my profile, in my group, and on YouTube simultaneously. How about Corey?
I'm looking at Ron Cool. Let me look up Corey here.
Yeah, I was looking at from. That's interesting.
What's Corey's last name?
Carter.
Corey Carter. Yeah.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Corey Carter's there.
Corey is there. All right.
How could Corey's be there when he's doing a watch party from me?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah. Oh, well, who knows?
So, Luis, are you doing a watch party or are you sharing the video?
Now I have it.
Okay. Now you see it. Okay. So you need to see this.
Yep.
Oh, man,
I don't know the time difference. I think Clubhouse is probably faster than Facebook.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Facebook has neighborhood about an 8 to 10 second lag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here's an idea, right? So
Okay, yeah. So I just saw the poop emoji thing just popped up now.
yes, okay.
Wow, that is delayed.
That
Holy
is a
smokes.
delay. It's like from here to Venezuela. Okay.
So here's what I was thinking. We do the video, we do our comments, and then after that, we kind of talk about what they were trying to do and what they could have done better, or how someone else could use that method in their own marketing to better feed into the Clubhouse portion, because it'll be more audio there.
Yeah. So awesome. Okay. So can we use this right now as a building the framework for this, right? We talked last week about some options, right? On should we do the video show one Thursday, and then the next Thursday we kind of comment on the video, like we describe the videos, we kind of what are our thoughts and principles and stuff like that, and we dive into a conversation here in Clubhouse with the people that join us, right? So that can be an hour on its own. Because my fear is that we do this for an hour and then we spend like 5-4 hours afterwards. Right. It could be amazing, but it's a rabbit hole, right? So everybody here on Clubhouse understand that feeling. So either 1 week we do the video, right, and then the week 2 we jump on Clubhouse. We have the link ready if people want to go and see it, right? Or we promote it the day before or so on, right? And then we have a conversation around those principles and things that we talked about the week before. Right. Agreed. Instead of doing the same way. So, Steven, Todd, Mike, I mean, you guys are part of this conversation too. Let us know what you guys think. I think that could be a cool option. Jim, also let us know. Corey, obviously. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think what you guys are currently doing, I think you got to try out. I think you got to try it out one way, try it out a different way. Like, this is super early for everybody. And I wouldn't be surprised too if Clubhouse functionality started kind of adapting to how people are using it over the next month. Hopefully, I hope anyway.
Yeah.
So I think you got to kind of just go, see, test everything out, play around. I got a friend who likes to say, "Fuck around and find out," is what his mantra is.
Yes.
And, so
you got the thumbs up from Jim Morebeard over here
from the crew. Yes. Awesome. Yeah. I mean,
I approve this message.
I approve this. I want to ask, Jim, you need an iPhone. That's one. So we can get you in here.
I do.
So yeah, so he has no iPhone.
I need to become an i person.
Yes.
Secret Apple plan. I'm sure
exactly.
They talked to Clubhouse. They were like, man, just make this available for iPhone. I would love to see how many iPhones they've sold more.
A lot of people actually bought an iPhone just to get on the platform. It's crazy.
Insane. Yeah.
I know two people. Yeah, 2 people that I know last week when I said, "Are you on Clubhouse yet?" Like, they were the kind of people I assumed would be here, and they said, "Getting my iPhone this week, and I'll be on."
Ridiculous.
Wow. Crazy.
That's another level of marketing. If this was planned, this is a whole new level of marketing. Just saying, like, incredible.
Yeah, that would take its own college course to go through how amazing that is.
Yeah. It would be.
For those who don't know what that is, just go to Facebook and you'll see it in 2 hours.
And then what we need you to do, we need you to mail it to Corey Carter, P.O. Box 8427.
Attention, Ron.
On your comment.
Mail it to Corey. Attention, Ron.
Yes. Yeah. If you wanted to call Ron, call Corey.
Yeah. Corey,
I got to jump, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at Podmax, right?
Yes, Todd. Absolutely. We'll be there.
All right, guys.
Seeing you.
All right,
Thank
see you guys
later. Dude,
yeah,
Mike.
I say we close the Clubhouse room. We
just
keep staying over here, and we're good to go.
And we're good to go, and we'll be back. So, Mike and Steven, any last thoughts before we leave, or any recommendations on the show?
I think you guys are doing great. I'm going to try to find it, but that'd be great.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, highly entertaining. Although Facebook froze and the audio continued on Clubhouse, so it's kind of cool to try and piece together what was happening. But you did it in a fun way. I'll give you that.
It's a game. It's a
game. It's a game. Yeah, well, you guys
and
are.
You won.
History. Yeah, when you get a TV deal, you'll be like, I was part of that. We'll bring you over, Steven. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, where is Louis the Third?
All right, he escaped after my brother's comment. He got all scared.
Oh my God,
you guys! Louis shamed him.
That was crazy.
He shamed him hardcore, man. I was like,
Louis
what?
shamed. You shamed
man.
him.
Jeez.
Books, marketing.
Who are you? I don't know who you are anymore.
I know. Did your team win?
No, they tied seriously.
Okay.
All right, let's get into the next video. We got another pre-roll.
Let's do it.
That's a good commercial break.
Y'all ready for this? All right, we played
Is that
it
new?
twice.
Wait, is that coming up?
Is that coming out?
Everyone got really excited. Wow. All right. This is for it doesn't say.
It's good. It's good.
I mean, honestly,
but apparently everyone wants to see the movie. It's a demo, apparently.
are we gonna do like a showing, like a content shop showing of the movie?
Oh my god,
together?
we should
Watch it
do
with
that
us.
just to get free tickets.
Yeah, absolutely. To the premiere.
Hey.
Let's go.
Sign me up for that.
Personally, I think is awesome the fact that they have a trailer for the trailer. I think that's really cool. Obviously, personally, guys don't hate, but I've never seen the Bourne movies. But
we don't hate. We just think you need to do better.
Guys,
Just whatever you're doing now, you need to do like better.
All right, my homework is I'll watch all the movies in 2 weeks. I'll have all of them watched
in a night, in a sitting.
Yeah, it's an all day Saturday event for you, Fonzie. Sorry, no soccer, no nothing. Just sit on the couch watching the Bourne.
He'll come back with his beard shaved, like ready to punch you in the face.
I want to highlight what just happened, right? We saw legit like 5 seconds of a footage that most of us are warm audience to. We're like, holy crap, he's coming. Yes, let's do it. We're going to watch it. And then this random dude that hasn't seen the thing, it's about to invest a ton of money in renting those movies because the new one's coming out.
I'm going to invest your money because your account is the one hooked on Apple.
Pretty much. The business money. And then so they're experiencing that probably revenue, and then he's gonna go to the movie. So experience what just happened. I just want to point that out. So just for that fact, I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's great marketing. They knew what you want. They knew who they were talking to, and they gave you exactly what you want.
Yeah. Corey, do you like the movie?
I like it a lot.
I love those movies. I think it's an old one. I don't think there's a new one coming out, so I'm gonna be really sad. But I
totally want to know if it's a new one coming out. Like if it's new, Google that thing. Find out.
There was a show coming out for Bourne. No, I think they were going to make a show out of it, like a Netflix show, one of those, like
maybe like HBO Max or something.
Something like that. I think so, but don't quote me on that.
It could be. Yeah, it's a spin-off series called.
This was in 2016. Sorry, gentlemen.
Wah, wah, wah.
Boo.
But again, I mean, look at the effect that costs, right? Like, imagine if they just throw a teaser. Like, I'm gonna throw an example there. What Ryan Reynolds did in Deadpool. Yeah, so rude. But think about what Ryan Reynolds did with Deadpool, right? Like he listened to the market. Brilliant, right? He produced his own teaser for the movie, right? And then he dropped it in the internet, and everybody who's the audience grabbed that and pushed it all the way up and requested the studios to make this happen, right? And now it's $1 billion franchise. So this is the effect that this causes, which is incredible. And so I mean, great lessons for sure to learn from those strategies, right? So I'm pretty sad that there's no movie though.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a 6-second masterclass in knowing your audience. Like really knowing them to their core and knowing that if I play this quick little car chase and make that V8 noise and show him like intense face, they're going to lose their shit. And we all did. We're all like, oh my God, Bourne.
Yeah.
So
what if that ad would have been for the first movie? So like there's no hype behind it. You've never seen one of these movies ever.
Wouldn't work.
We wouldn't know his name.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, we would.
You'd have to make it at least 12
The
seconds.
actual wording wouldn't work either. We'd be like, who's that?
You'd have to double it, make it at least 12 seconds.
Okay, so speaking of, I have a question, and this is going to sound bad. John Wick.
Awesome movie.
Everyone see John Wick?
I've never seen it.
Okay.
I need a
Did
weekend.
it start with John Wick Chapter 2? Was that the first one?
No.
No, I think John Wick 1 was 1.
Yeah, it went
Okay,
in
so I
order. 1,
missed
2,
that
3.
one because the only one I saw 2 and 3, and I was like, God, that's just so weird that they would start with John Wick Chapter 2. What happened to Chapter 1?
I mean, Star Wars
They made it,
or so.
and then they made his sequel.
It's coming.
And the fourth one's coming. He's coming back to kick some ass, along with the Bill and Ted movie.
The collaboration between Jason Bourne and John Wick that has to
They
be
kill each other. It was just the opening scene is them just bang, and that's it. Credits. Roll credits.
But they wouldn't die. Neither of them can die. So
No, and
Oh,
then they would go into the Matrix.
Yeah, yeah. The bullets will just like hit each other, right?
Yeah, the bullets just make contact. They just keep on.
Yeah, yeah.
You go like this.
Too epic for this. Awesome. All right. Well, to me, it's that thumbs up. If we did that already.
All right. Yes, thumbs up from me. Boom.
We went on vacation loving delivery, but we left loving homemade.
All right, one more time.
We went on vacation loving delivery, but we left loving homemade.
All right, what do we think? Did it hit you in the feels?
It had to be all over the screen. Sorry, Corey, go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out what it was for, other than like we need to go on a vacation with the family.
Well, it was B&B. It was something for Airbnb, I'm sure. But
That is
it made
correct.
0 sense. Like
I had to look all over the screen on purpose to see like what is this for? Like what brand is this for? At first I thought it was gonna be like healthy food, like make healthy food, and then it was like go live whatever. I don't even know what they said at the end, but I was like, wait, what? And then on the second one, I was like, what brand is this for? And I started looking all over, and then I saw at the bottom right corner the Airbnb logo. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Still makes no sense.
So I've seen a couple.
I think it was a great ad for DiGiorno's Pizza.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just literally just take their logo off and you put DiGiorno's on. That's a great ad.
Maybe they bought stock footage and they were saving money. And they're like, hey, that looks good. It's inside of a house. Let's use that.
I think that is the prime example of a brand with too much money to spend, and they just want distribution and gain some top of mind awareness.
Yeah,
whichever way they want, man.
So here's what I've seen. There's another company called Verbo, and it does something similar than Airbnb. I think they're positioning themselves as experiences too, because all their ads are like that, are like outdoors, especially like when COVID hit. They were trying to like, hey, grab your family, go away. You can still do everything, online, but in this amazing house and place. So I think it's a play on that. Now, I was trying to figure out if it was them or Airbnb when watching or when rewatching it. So I don't know if the a call to action at the end or like their brand kind of popping up very big to let you know that was Airbnb would have helped. But here's the thing: like I am obviously right now a dad, so we're looking for experiences, right? So it's speaking to me. My wife wants to travel, wants to experience new things, right? So it's like, okay, that speaks to me. What was the comment? Let me see the comment now. Okay. Yes. Okay. Some affiliate commission there, please. So, but yeah, I mean, it spoke to me because it looks obviously the pizza. I don't know if that's a fun experience for most people, but it's something different than the day to day, maybe in a different location, right? So, it caused at least curiosity to me because I'm in that situation right now.
Now, I just think Airbnb could have done so much better because they have a huge market. Going back to the one-word equity, maybe they have like a two-word equity, right? Like travel hospitality or something like that. I just feel like they wasted it because, yes, the experiences are cool and it might be a good chunk of their revenue for Airbnb. I don't really know. But if someone tells me experiences, I don't think of Airbnb, right? And honestly, right now, if someone tells me like, traveling hotel, like even when you say hotel, you're like, why? I'm gonna do an Airbnb, right? Like they've even like claimed that whole word, but by shifting this message and not even placing their logo properly in there for people to see it or a call to action, I think they just wanted to put some money behind something. The marketing team was like, "Oh man, we're running out of time. Oh, let's splash all these things together and then just put some money behind it." That's a no.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm overvoted, but I'm gonna say yes.
Get out of here, dude.
I see. I love I'm with you, Luis. I would want to go do an experience. I would want to love it, but even watching it twice, I did not even see the logo. So the fact that I couldn't see the logo, like, it can't be a good commercial. I don't care what kind of material they had on it.
Well, it didn't say to me. It didn't say to me, I want to go to this other place to go make pizza with my kids. It just said, hey, maybe just not sit in front of the damn TV and do something cool with your kids. Like, if you do this experience, it's something they're going to remember more than
at your own house,
than watching,
This is big brand. Again. Yeah, a big brand. I mean, think about Subaru, right? Like the Subaru commercials. Like when they first launched those commercials, that's why the LGBT community loves that brand, because they were the first brand to use them with experiences, right? So it was more of that movement, and then people started buying those cars, and that's what saved actually the brand, right? So now you looked at Subaru, and what they do is they released individual ad sets for different populations like that, or subsets of the community. So is it something like that? Maybe. So
no. It was like just a mom and a kid. Like,
exactly.
Every parent. I mean, if every parent wants to have an experience with their kid, I'm not a dad, but I would say 99% of parents want to have cool experiences with their kids.
But look, okay, I love this argument.
It would have been like, bro, come to Golden Corral. You'll have an awesome experience with my kid, and I wouldn't even know. It could have been one of those big buffets. That
I don't want to have any experiences with your kid, Tom.
I don't want to go touch smell Golden Corral. Yeah, no good. But here's the thing: like, you might do it at your home, but the second that you think about going to a different place, you're probably gonna remember that, or subconsciously, and that's what the big brands do.
After this discussion, I will.
Okay, there you go. Job done.
Our first controversy, our first complete disagreement here.
Oh man, this is getting fired up.
Heat up. I mean, be a dad first, and then we can talk. Okay, good. There we go.
That's fine. I can wait. I can wait on that one.
Fight.
I'm clearly John Wick.
Chapter 2. Chapter 2.
All right, we're ready for our next video here. This is a TikTok ad. I tried giving a little variety this time. You're welcome.
This is Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Why is there no sound again?
Donde es the music? No
sound.
This wouldn't happen if you had speakers that worked. Has nothing to do with coffee.
You shut your lips. All right, I give up. That sucks.
Oh, I wanted.
This wouldn't happen if you had coffee, a jet ski, and a pool. One, I like their ads. I think they're funny, and they're very unique take, and it's all a veteran owned, and we kind of know them, so they're friends of ours. So they're good peeps. But I don't usually keep my jet ski in my pool. I also don't have a pool or a jet ski. So
you don't have that?
No.
Or a dog.
It's weird that you don't have that.
It makes me want coffee, even without hearing the commercial.
What if all of a sudden behind the chair, the monkey puppet comes out and it's like, psych, it's a tea commercial. I will go get tea right there.
That's good, huh? That's the clincher?
That's the clincher.
Sock puppet.
Hey, if anybody wants to come.
More that plays and has sound.
You found one that plays that has sound?
That's the word on the street. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Not of that same ad though.
Oh.
Don't think so. Think the savings.
You can't skip this Geico ad because it's already over. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Oh, are they just they're just freezing and not moving. The dog is eating everything. Oh my god, this is great.
Well, first, would you trust a brand that says this ad is already over and then it keeps going? Oh man, what a mess!
I think that kid is doing an amazing job sitting there, not moving.
He is. They were like, no matter what, don't move.
Yeah, because the girl moved just a little bit
Her
in the
face in the
background.
background.
Look, her arms moving.
Such concern.
Man,
Baby's eyes are like, are we done? Are we done?
That's it. It finally ended.
that dog is
Actually,
throwing
at the
at me
end,
off.
just the Geico logo.
In your face for a whole minute.
Oh yeah, that's true. So what do we think? I think it's a good one to end on. And we got to do the chop, obviously. But
yeah, I think it's funny.
Was that the chop?
No, the chop. We picked the chop.
We picked it.
We picked the chop. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, oh man, oh, phew.
I missed something.
I mean, they have their slogan that has been going on for years and years and years, right? It's repeated, the result, and then just keep your attention and the brand on your face for a whole minute.
Yeah, and they have other sets of random ads like that one. I don't know where they use that ad, but for example, it's like you cannot skip this ad because it's already over, and then the ad keeps going for 40 seconds. It's like, wait, it's not over. So that bothered me a little bit. I'm like, can you with my insurance, man? If you're lying to me in my face right now with this ad, I don't know. You know, I'll have to think about it. Maybe I'll go
save $400 a year if I switch.
Hey, maybe we'll see.
Have you noticed that Fonzie is a little more aggressive than usual today?
I like this fiery Fonzie.
His soccer team lost. They're losing, aren't they?
No, they tied. They tied 0-0, guys.
I don't know if we could do the show when he's very aggressive. Like I felt like someone kicking me under the table. I thought it was Fonzie, but it's not.
I want this Fonzie every time. I want the Fonzie that just chokes out his microphone until it quietly lays down, breathless.
We'll be live, and all of a sudden he'll be all.
We keep him away from the team, from the client. You know, when Arsenal plays, he's not allowed in here. It's like, go away. Well, for me, it's a thumbs up on that one.
Thumbs up.
All right, it comes to the vote time.
Vote.
Privately vote in the chat, and then we'll show you who we think the chop.
I think it's a. I think this one's a no-brainer.
But
No brainer.
Probably gonna be a no. I think the last two shows have been pretty unanimous.
All right. What do we think?
All right. Let's see.
Type it in the chat. I think I know where it's going to be.
Put in the chat. You know which one I'm going to vote for?
No.
Don't.
Airbnb.
Don't.
Airbnb.
Definitely Airbnb.
Airbnb one.
So good.
I just want to make pizza with someone's kids.
I don't even know if you write it like that, but
oh man,
bro,
yeah.
I mean, it's a no-brainer.
All right, we're just waiting on Corey. Corey, did you put yours in, buddy?
No, because it's a no-brainer.
All right, come on back and we'll play it. Today's.
Yeah.
I want to be like that guy.
That was perfect.
I want that picture.
You need that picture in your life. I know you do. All right. It is, of course, Dr. Squatch. Let's hit it.
Smells like
Attention. Your old synthetic deodorant is full of harsh chemicals. Don't sweat it, Mike. I've got something that'll turn those bad pits into Brad Pitts. Dr. Squatch natural deodorant for men. Antiperspirants use aluminum to try to trap sweat. But you can't stop nature. The sweat that sneaks out mixes with the aluminum. Makes it look like your shirt peed its pants. But what it does to your body is much worse. Stop covering yourself with aluminum. You're not leftovers. You're a man. Dr. Squatch natural deodorant absorbs your sweat and neutralizes BO with our odor squatching system of pit-friendly ingredients like charcoal, arrowroot powder, and probiotics to turn your armpits into charm pits. Most natural deodorants fail the test for active, hardworking men. For extra credit, some can cause rashes and smell worse than BO. Click the link to get the best natural deodorant delivered to your door and join hundreds of thousands of squatchers helping to create a better smelling world, one pair of pits at a time. What are you, 12? Get Dr. Squatch. And if you are 12, get Dr. Squatch. Because guess what? Now you're a man.
You've smelled your deodorant? Go smell it again. You're lying to yourself if you think it smells good. Because this smells like crap.
Using the same stink stick since high school.
he smells like
Attention.
Oh man. I just realized that the deodorant that he's holding in there, that is like, have you smelled this one? Is the one that I use?
No. Is it really?
Yeah, it's degree.
Oh my gosh, I use literally. I put it in here when we were on the show. Cool Wave. Okay, it's Gillette Cool Wave. The only reason I bought it because it has cool in it, and I was like, oh, it's like my last name. I got to support.
Oh
right?
my god,
that's the only reason I got it.
Uncool unless you have his name in the deal.
So,
hey guys, are we all gonna be squatchers next week? We come back here.
Tag the squatchers and let them know they were the chop this week.
Yeah,
that'd be good. That's really good.
We need to. Yeah, I just want to also point this out. When we all voted for squash, not squatch.
We got it wrong, but it didn't matter. We all knew. I would have done deodorant, but I can't spell. So
because we lose on spelling, but they won our heart, guy, and our armpits. They won our pits. That's for sure.
They won the pits.
And this show had 2 sock puppets on it with a sock monkey. So, I think sock puppets have been on our show more than anybody else. Right?
I know.
Interesting.
Awesome, guys.
I want Brad Pitts.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Brad Pitts to get. Yeah, so many. For next week, I guess we'll decide and we'll let you guys know if we're actually gonna do this conversation on Clubhouse or if we're doing second time or we coming up. So stay tuned. It's we're making history, guys. We're making history.
I will tell you, there's been a lot of people that have reached out to Corey and I, and they're like, they love the show.
So we should do it more. Then that's it.
They love the show.
Yeah, I think we have to do an after party, not necessarily while we're
or a different
talking day.
Maybe a different day or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'm with Ron, with Corey. I'm Ron and Jim with everybody, but I agree with Corey.
I'm with her.
If you want, hold on. Hold on.
The suspense.
The suspense is killing me, guys.
You guys just talk amongst yourself.
Well, I'll say, Corey, what we can do too is kind of like we write down the lessons that we learned from today's show, and then when we go into Clubhouse, when people come in, we tell them like, "Hey, we watched this, Dr. Squatch, that it was a very Harmon Brothers type of commercial, and guess what? They employ comedians. I didn't know that. What do you think about that?" And then we can have a discussion about that stuff.
We can also on Clubhouse actually. I don't know if anybody listens to ads on a radio. Right, like we could critique some audio only ads.
I love that actually.
That's good.
Oh man,
that's good. How are we gonna get our hands on those?
This is your greatest moment.
That's really good. Yeah,
this moment because you just that idea.
I love it.
Yeah, honestly, it cannot. Here, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a full radio. Like it could be like 2 radio ads, right? where we interact and then we bring people on stage for the discussion. Right? That's what we've seen in the rooms that are successful or that create like that community aspect. If people also, having a say, and that's fine. We might even be learning a lot of stuff there. So,
do you guys have safe touch security systems, and you guys get those radio ads by any chance, or is that like a Florida thing?
That's a Florida.
No.
thing.
Oh, dude, like those guys
Everywhere.
must spend so much money on radio. Like every time I accidentally switch from my Bluetooth from my phone to like a radio, their ad is on. Like
It's
every
right
single
here.
time. Damn.
Safe
I-
touch right here. Can't get in trouble. Can't get in trouble right here. You can
I have
squeeze,
to go get the kiddo.
but can't get in trouble.
I have to head out and get the kiddo. So
Okay. All right. Let's close
regroup.
it out. Thank you guys so much for watching Content Chop for joining us here. And we will be back next Thursday and also on Clubhouse, which I'm super excited about. And I will get an iPhone. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it, but we're going to Clubhouse our pants off, which you won't be able to see because it's audio. But just know.
Clubhouse naked, Jim. That's not how we do this.
Don't judge what I do in the confines of my own studio.
I'm saying in Clubhouse you can be naked. We won't.
Yeah.
We won't
I
judge.
do what I want. Do what I want, Ron.
Just your beard. Just
Bye,
your
guys.
beard. Welcome
All
party
right.
soon.
Get off
Bye.
your
Bye,
tower, Ron.
guys.